Karl Rove is with us. Karl, welcome to the program. Good to have you back again, sir.
Good to be back.
I hope you saw that bravura performance by Senator Elizabeth Warren there. She had her facts very much in line and gave the Wells Fargo guy a very hard time. Pretty good performance, I'd say, Karl.
Yeah, I think, let's put the accent on the word performance. First of all, full disclosure, I'm a happy customer of Wells Fargo and have been for 30 years, and its predecessor banks here in Austin. Look, a bad thing happened at Wells Fargo, but for Elizabeth Warren to say we ought to wipe out the board and the federal government ought to dictate who's the president of the company, and you are responsible because you were there. I mean, look, let's take that same logic. Elizabeth Warren is a member of the United States Senate. She is a member of the Democratic caucus. One of her caucus members, Senator Menendez of New Jersey, is under indictment and sitting in a trial court in New Jersey over charges involving bribery and malfeasance. And Elizabeth Warren, by the same logic, is responsible for him because they're a member of the caucus together. In fact, she's sponsored legislation with him and signed letters with him in the last couple of days while he's sitting in a courtroom in New Jersey. So should we now say, well, if Senator Menendez was guilty of something, you're guilty of something? It just doesn't go that way. It just doesn't.
What about politically, Karl?
Politically, it's a winner.
Harsh attack on Wall Street, banks,
absolutely.
the financial industry.
Is
that a winning political position?
Oh, sure, absolutely, particularly if you're from Massachusetts. I mean, I loved it. She took that big binder of material, his calls to analysts, tossed it out. I mean, it was a bravo performance. But for what good purpose? To destroy a bank? If there are people who did bad things inside that bank, the federal officials ought to indict them and send them to jail. But for her to call for the replacement of the board and for her to sit on her high horse and say, yeah, I'm deciding who should and should not be the president or the CEO of a private company, a company in the private sector, that's not what America is all about. If somebody did something wrong, indict them and send them to jail, but do not destroy a great financial institution and the relationship it has with its customers simply because you want to score political points.